We're live. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Barak of Thumb. That's to all the Akim. That's to all our brothers out there, all around the world that's observing this feast. And Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. That's to all the Akwatian. That's to all of our sisters. And to our children and families across the world that are observing the memorial of blowing of trumpets. As a tradition, every feast day, what we do is we go over all of the feast days in Leviticus 23. So that will be our chapter that we're going to read through today. We always read it in the Hebrew first, and then we read it in the English. All right. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and get started with everything. So I can would you help him? Because I'm about to call him up. All right, this is just for the people up here. Imanium, which means to stand. Let me see. Go ahead and blow the horn. Oh, just for us up here. Y'all can use. Brandon, present thyself in thy registry. Brandon, Bun Yahawada, Bun Yasha'Allah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Barakatah. Just remain standing. Just remain standing. Okay. Go ahead and blow that horn again for me. Just a little bit of water. Go ahead and face me. Right hand on your chest, and then take it with your left hand. Okay, face forward. Hold it, stretch it all the way out, and say Yah.
Yah.
I mean, Salaki, say La.
La.
Yasher Allah.
Yasher Allah.
Go ahead and drink. Right, turn that. Excellent. All right, face forward. Go water too. All right. Go ahead and blow that horn again. Let's get that horn. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and uncover the scroll. Shoulder, and then hold it from both hands at the bottom. Both hands right here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right. All right, it's on you. I'll flip around. Amadium Wapanya Hakwadam.
Amadium Wapanya Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east.
That means everybody go ahead and stand. We're going to turn when he says ready to stone. We're going to turn to we're going to turn this way to our right and all face back this way.
Sar. We're going to be reading the Lord's Prayer first in the Hebrew, then in the English. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Qudash.
Qudash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak Wafka.
Malak Wafka.
Laba'ah.
Laba'ah.
Batazayaka.
Batazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Natan Lanawa.
Natan Lanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Ko.
Ko.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak Nawa.
Wasalak Nawa.
Kawawak. Kawawak. Kawawak Yanawa.
Kawawak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kawawak Yanawa.
Kawawak Nawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Daba'aya Nawa.
Daba'aya Nawa.
Banasaya Wam.
Banasaya Wam.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashaya Nawa.
Hawashaya Nawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahata Pa'arak.
Wahata Pa'arak.
La'awalamyam.
La'awalamyam.
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation. But deliver us. From evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. This is Hakat the power, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Latan Lanaw.
Latan Lanaw.
Hakat.
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 Lar Pa'ah.
Lar Pa'ah.
Ko Marakala.
Ko Makala.
Wako Marawa.
Wako Marawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakwiyam.
Lahakwiyam.
Hamakyam.
Hamakyam.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Arakakwa.
Arakawah.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Mahashim Yahweh.
Mahashim Yahweh.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is blessed Israel, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanaw.
Barak Lanaw.
Wayeshara Allah.
Wayeshara Allah.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Bahashim.
Bahashim.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121.
Come.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ayan. Salati. Aisha.
Aisha.
Salati. Aisha.
Aisha.
Al-Hahariya.
Al-Hahari.
Mahayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratiza.
Wa'aratiza.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragolka.
Ragolka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashara'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Yashamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazolka.
Tazolka.
Ayad.
Ayad.
Yanyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yanyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Bala Ya'ah.
Bayala'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makol Rai.
Makorai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Apnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawa'af.
Wabawaka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawaka.
Mayaf.
Mayatha.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam.
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth
he
thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
and thy
out
coming in
and thy coming
from
in
this time forth
from this time
and
forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahai.
Al-Dabayalaka,
Al-Damalayaka.
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash.
Ra'al-Tashakwat,
Wa'al-Takakwat.
Al, Kayahana,
Hayahana.
Awayabyaka,
Awayabyaka.
Yahama Yawan,
Yahama Yawan.
Wamishanayaka,
Waimashanayaka.
Nashawa,
Nashawa.
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash.
Al-Imaka,
Al-Imaka.
Ya'ara Youngwa,
Ya'ariyamwa.
Sawa,
Sawa.
Wayataya Itazawa,
Wayataya Aitazawa.
Altazapa Wanyaka,
Ayatazawanyaka.
Amarwa,
Amara.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakakina,
Wanakakina.
Magoya,
Magoya.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yasakar,
Yasakar.
Sham Yasha'al,
Sham Yasha'al.
Iwa,
Iwa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Nawa Itazawa,
Nawa'aitazawa.
La,
La.
Yakhadwa,
Yakawa.
Ayaka,
Ayaka.
Barya,
Warya.
Yokorathwa,
Wayara.
Ahoya,
Ahoya.
Adawam,
Adawam.
Washamai Alayam,
Washamai Alawam.
Moa'aba,
Waba'aba.
Wa Hagarian,
Wahagari.
the ball,
Gabal.
Wa Amawan,
Wa'amawan.
Wa Amalak,
Wa'amalak.
Palasha,
Palasha.
and Yeshabya,
Amyashabya.
Tons of war,
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar,
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Imam,
Amam.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Zarawa,
Zarawat.
Labanya Lawa,
Labanyalawat.
Salah,
Salah.
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham.
Kamadyan,
Kamadyan.
Kasayasa Ra'a,
Kasayasara'ah.
Kayabyan,
Kayabyan.
Benakal,
Banakol.
Koyashwan, the
Koyashwan.
Shamadwan,
Shamadwan.
Ba'ayanda Ara,
Na'adan Ba'arab.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Daman,
Daman.
La Adama,
La'adama.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamba.
Nadayamawa,
Nayadab.
Ka'ira,
Ka'arab.
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza'aba.
Wakaza Ba,
Wakazabat.
Wakaza Zolmanai,
Wakazatuzomana.
Konasaya Kamwa,
Kozasayanoma.
Ashar,
Ashar.
Amarwa,
Amarwa.
Nayrasha,
Narasha.
Lanawa,
Lanawa.
Ah, Na'awa,
Na'awa.
Alahayim,
Alahayim.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Kagogla,
Kagogla.
Kakwash,
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanyaraqua.
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash.
Taba Ira Ira,
Naba Ira Ya'ar.
Wakalahaba,
Wakawa'aba.
Kahat,
Kawa'at.
Haryam,
Haryam.
Khan,
Khan.
the Radatma,
Radatma.
Wasa'iraka,
Wasa'iraka.
Wasapafka,
Wabo Sahaka.
Kabalaham,
Kabalaham.
Mala'a,
Mala'ah.
Panyaham,
Panyaham.
Wasapafka.
Wabawan.
Oh, I already read that, so I can. Kwalawan,
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakashwa.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yawabashwa,
Yawabashwa.
Wayabahowa,
Wayabaho.
Ayai,
Ayai.
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakapara.
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Atha,
Atha.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Labadka,
Labadka.
Ayawan,
Ayawan.
Akal,
Akal.
Ha'aratiza,
Ha'aratiza.
Aman.
And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace,
And be not still.
and be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult,
And they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
and lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thine people.
against thy people,
And consulted against thine hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off.
and let us cut them off
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted
with
together.
one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasan.
At the brook of Kasan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes of Zabah.
All the princes of Zabah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stumble before the wind.
As the stumble before the
As
wind.
the fire burneth a wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountain on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountain on fire.
Persecute them.
So persecute
with
them.
thine tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Veil their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
And
shame.
the name Salahi. That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled.
And troubled.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
These are the blessings. Barak Atah.
Barak atah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shai.
Wama Yaka'ala.
Wama Yaka'ala.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabya Allah.
Mutazabya
Alawat. Salaki. Alawat Yahana.
Alawat Yahana.
Ha. Alawatyam.
Ha Alawatyam.
Hasasarium.
Hasaranyam.
Hakwatazayanyam. Hakwatazayanyam.
Hakwatazayanyam.
Hakayayoyam.
Hakayayoyam.
Waha Akwatyam.
Waha Akwatyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahushai.
Bahashim Yahushai.
The Wad Aman.
The word of man. And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohanan.
Commander General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
These are the curses. Blessed you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us.
speak against
Thy
us.
prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of
That
Israel.
refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy
Send
sanctuary.
evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
The court system.
The court
The
system.
prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments are our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinhead.
Skinhead.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit. Of any of thy people. To seek to stop us. To bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. To stand in the west. To try to stop us. Broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues take the house of the thief. And the murder. Let Yahweh Shai. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucer. And punish all the heathen. To come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause we know by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake it thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it. Saw, which means to turn. It's the audience from Yeshabium, which means to sit. For the people up here, Yeshabium. Come on. Go ahead and take a seat. Which means to sit. You can pull up a chair. All right. Welcome. I see some new faces. See some old faces. And I see some newborns. Shalom, everyone. Okay, so this is the Feast of Trumpets service. And this is just like a Sabbath. All right, so there will be pop quizzes today. We're going to see who's been really studying. Does anybody know what book in the feast day? I said at the beginning that we're going to start off with when we go over the feast days. I know you know, Officer Kara. What book are we starting off with? Yes. Leviticus. What chapter? Okay, what's the chapter of the feast days we're going over? Leviticus 23, all right? So we're going to start in Leviticus 23, okay? And what we do is we're going to, you can go to Leviticus 23 here. You probably know, through your way through the Bible. Okay, perfect, all right. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to start, we read it in the Hebrew, and then we're going to read it in the English, all right? What feast day are we in today? Somebody tell me. What feast day is this? Somebody raise their hand, let me know. Go ahead, Miss Darylyn. Perfect. Feast of Memorial Blowing of Trumpets. So I will stop and I'll do some pop quizzes. All right. So we're gonna we always read the first 7 verses and then verses, and then we'll read it in the English. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start here. All right. Leviticus chapter 23 in the Hebrew. Waya dabar Yahweh al mashallah amar. Verse 2. Dabar al bunyam. Yasha'al wa amarath alham mawa'aya Yahweh ashar thakora'awa atham makora'awa kwadash Allah ham mawa'ija. Verse 3. Shashaf yum the Aisha mala'aka wabawayawam. Hashabayaya, Shabathwan, Makora'ah, Kwadash, Kal, Mala'aka, La'ah, Ta'aishawa, Shabath, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawashabath, Mawashabath, Yakum. Verse 4, Allah, Mawaja'ait, Yahweh, Makora'aya, Kwadash, Ashar, Thakora'awa, Atham, Bamawa'ayam. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 5 in the Hebrew. Bakadash, Hara Ashwam, Ba'aiha, Aishara, Lakadash, Bayan, Hara Arabium, Pasat, La Yahweh, verse 6. Waba Kamasha, Aishara, Yawam, Lakadash, Azah, Chag, Hamatazawath, La Yahweh, Shaba'ith, Yum, Matazawath, Laka Akowa, verse 7. Bayawam, Hara Ashwam, Makora'ah, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Call, Mala'akath, Abadah, La'ah, Ta'aishawa. And that's it. Shalom, Cat. Okay, so we're now going to be reading Leviticus chapter 23. We're going to read verses 1 through 7 in the English. Make sure you tell them the chapter and the verse you're in.
Okay. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them.
Stop right there. Select, hold your place. All right, notice it's saying, speak unto the children of Israel. We got people all over the world that are trying to say these feasts are for everybody. These feasts are not everybody. Like, I don't, like I wouldn't be keeping the Canadian Thanksgiving Day. Okay, Canada has their Thanksgiving Day, I think, sometime in this month. It doesn't apply to me because that's not my culture. Okay, so the feast is not for everybody. There's people, churches or congregations around the world that will say the feast is for everybody. He started out, it said, speak to the children of Israel. And I actually learned that from Officer Gabar Rakah a few years ago back. Thank you, Officer Gabar Rakah, for that. All right, continue. Learn that from
verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
Stop right there. What does that mean when it's something to be holy? What does that mean? We know the Christian church has made it something that is really... Go ahead, Miss Darlene. Means to be separate. I saw you over there. I got you the next time. Okay, it means to be separate. Okay, these are separate events. Okay, these are separate occasions. That means not everybody should be coming to these events. Keep going.
Holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord. It is the Sabbath of Yahweh, in all your dwellings.
Okay, so you're supposed to, the Sabbath day, we know 6 days you should work. On the 7th day is the Sabbath. Keep going.
Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their season.
That means there's a time of the year which ye shall proclaim the feast. The feasts come at a certain time of the year. Keep going.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first
Stop right there. Let's see who's paying attention. The 14th day of the first month, which feast day is that? Somebody tell me before we read it. Y'all have your Bibles on. What's the 14th day of the first month? What feast day is that? Somebody tell. The Passover. Give her a hand. All right? The Passover. Keep reading. Go ahead. 14th day of the... You can start.
14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
It's the Lord's Passover. That is our Independence Day. Okay? The colonizer celebrates their Independence Day, on July 4th. Really, they didn't really separate from England. That's a whole different topic. But that's where they celebrate their independence from the British, and, from July 4th, or July 2nd, due to some historians. But, that's when they celebrate. That is not our Independence Day. As they were signing that paper away, we were still, what were we, 3/5 of a person, correct? My historians in here? Okay, we weren't even a full person, okay? And, and we know the founding fathers, a lot of them were slave owners themselves. So that our Independence Day is the Passover, when the Most High struck the firstborn of Egypt and brought us out of Egypt. Okay, that is our Independence Day. Okay, and that's why the first commandment says, when he's talking to the children of Israel, I'm the Most High that brought you out of the land of Egypt. So people that are trying to get back into Egypt, talk about Kemet and all that, that's just contrary to our heritage. You can't be talking about Kemet and all those other fake things, because the Most High said, I brought you out of Egypt. It means he brought you out of serving those gods. Okay, keep going. Go ahead, Officer Corral.
I want to add something. We always got to add this in. And when you compare this to the Christian church, right, because we all familiar with the Christian church, they rest 5 days. And they celebrate their Sabbath on the 6th day. It's not going according to the scripture. You know what I'm saying? So, Salati.
Go ahead.
They have theirs on Sunday.
First day,
You know what I'm saying? Which is the first day. It's not according to this. And they don't keep these holy convocations. They don't have their own days that the Most High made holy and separate to them. They just follow whatever the world is doing.
Khan. And they follow the ways of and they actually, the Christian church is following the gods that the Most High told us not to follow, of the heathen nations. the outside nations that was not of us. All right, any more on that? Where we at?
We on verse 6.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto Yahweh. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
Okay, somebody tell me, why are we... Oh, Salakia. We can go ahead and start eating. We'll do rank order. So we can go ahead and start eating. So, Kat, Officer Gabaraka, we'll do it in rank order. Make sure you may get 2 plates. Or do we have aluminum foil over there? Or maybe if there's aluminum foil, because there are creatures that are flying. And, they get on my nerves in here. So make sure you cover your plate up if you're setting it down or something like that. Okay? Salakia. Oh, my question. Why do we eat unleavened bread? Can anybody tell me? What's the point? Go ahead. What's your name one more time? Ryan, why do we eat unleavened bread? Okay, that is the bread that we had to eat. Why did we have to... Give him a hand. Ryan in here. Ryan, how old are you, Ryan? 8 years old? 7 years old, answering questions. Can somebody tell me why we had to eat unleavened bread? What was the reason? Go ahead, sis. Okay. I was going to talk about you. Were about to say something?
Yeah, because we had to make it in haste.
Khan.
We had to get out of there real quick.
Khan, both of you are excellent. Give them a hand. We had to get out of there in haste. We didn't have time. All right? We didn't have time. All right? Go ahead.
All right, verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
You should do no servile work. So, you shouldn't be making your employees work that day. Okay? That's what it means, no servile work. All right? Any questions on that one? Y'all really doing well with the pop quizzes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and read Leviticus chapter 23, and we're going to be reading 8 through 14. Leviticus chapter 23, 8 through 14. Do you know how to read Hebrew? Okay, gotcha. All right. Leviticus 23, verse 8. Wahakorabtam asha la Yahweh shaba'ith yum yum ba yawam ashabayaya makorah kwadash call malakath abada la'ah ta'ishawa. Verse 9. Wayadabar Yahweh al mashallah amar. Verse 10. Dabar Albanya Yasha'ala wa Amarath Alyam Alhams Lakaya Tabayawa Al Waharatasa Ashar Onion Nathan Lakam Watazarathim Ath What Quatazar Yara Wahaba Thumb Ath Aymar Ra'ashath Salaki Ra'ashiath Salaki Quatazar Yarikum Al Hakahan. Verse 11. Waha Nayat Af Ha'amar Lapanya Yahweh La Ratazan Kam Makara Af Hashabayat Hashabath Yanayap Nawa Ha'akan. Verse 12. Wa Aishay Thumb Bayawam Nayap Kam Af Ha'amar Kabash Thamayam Ban Shanathwa La Ayla La Yahweh. Verse 13. One woman kathwa shunya asharanyam salaf bala wala bashaman asha la Yahweh rayak yak na yakak wana saka yayan waba ya'ith hayan. Verse 14. Walakam wakwalya wakaramal la'a fa akalwa aid atazam Hayawam, Hazah, Aid, Habaya, Kam, Ath, Karaban, Allah, Salaki, Allahat, Hayakam, Kakwath, Awalam, Ladarath, Yakam, Bakal, Mashabath, Yakam. And that's it. All right. Officer Corral, remind me to call somebody else right after this. All right. We're going to be reading Leviticus chapter 23. We'll start in verse 8. We're going to read through verse 14. Oh, Slack. I'm sorry, Brandon. Okay, yep.
Verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh 7 days. And the seventh day is in holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
So on the first day of unleavened bread, it's a holy convocation, and the last day, it's a holy convocation. Okay, both are separate assemblies that are to be separate. Okay, just like other groups have separate assemblies. You're not invited to the table when some heathen nations have their summits and they have their meetings. You're not invited to that table. Okay, so we have to have the same attitude when it comes to our days and our feasts. You know, other nations are not invited because it's not for them. It's not talking about their history. You'll actually see the history of what was going on with Israel during these feast days. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you.
Stop right there. What land was promised to the children of Israel? Come on, folks. He said, when you come into the land, what land was that? Somebody said it over there. Land of Canaan. Who was that land promised to? We know it was promised to children of Israel, but who was first promised that land? Who of the patriarchs? Come on, Israel. Somebody say it. Abraham, excellent. Okay, Abraham was promised that land. All right, keep going.
All right, verse 10. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
So you're going to bring a sheaf of the first fruits of the harvest to the priest. This is to help you not be greedy, to think of myself. Okay, the spirit behind the feast, as Commander General Yohanan teaches, is brotherhood. You know, you're going to take a first fruit of your sheaf and you're going to bring it to the priest. Okay, somebody else is going to benefit from it. Keep going.
Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before Yahweh to be accepted for you.
Okay, it's going to be presented. He's going to give it to the priest to be accepted. Okay, keep going.
On the morrow, after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. And you shall offer that day, when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year, for a burnt offering unto Yahweh.
Can I get a soda? Keep going.
Verse 13.
All the way through 14. Baba Koshai.
And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made unto fire unto Yahweh for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin.
Okay, so you're going to notice how he said, fine flour. You're making stuff with flour, and it's talking about 2/10 of flour mingled with oil. That's black. That's black talk. Okay, flour mixed with oil. That's how we fry chicken. Okay, so you could tell this book is a black book. Okay, you see it right there. Okay, keep going. Verse 14.
And ye shall eat
the water too. Oh, it's like.
Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
Okay, you're supposed to come and, you're not supposed to be greedy and eat. Oh, you're supposed to bring stuff to the feast. Okay? Before you eat of anything of yours, you to bring stuff. Okay? Okay, you're not supposed to think of yourself and stuff yourself up. You to bring stuff, and then everybody was to share. Okay, everybody was supposed to share the spirit behind it. Okay, any questions on that?
Salaki, I want to add into it. He said this is forever, right? This is forever, and the scripture does say that God does not change, right? So when we goes back to the Christian church, this holy separate day is forever. These days, these holy days that they give you is forever. There's no Christmas, there's no Halloween, there's no compromising with the Most High. We have our days and the world has their days. That's how we would be different from the world. That's how when he says get out of the world, you would have certain things that we would do that the world would not do, that we would do different from them. And they would be forever. Also, I want to say something when he said the savory, right? When you added to, this book is black, You know, the so-called Jewish man, right? Amalek, they are known for not seasoning their food. You know what I'm saying? So we know this is not done. So that's it.
And usually it's what is it? We'll have light refreshments, and that's pretty much it. You know, it's not really like, you know, some seasoned food like we have. You know, Salaki, can somebody help them somebody help them troopers out too over there. Troopers out. Salaki, somebody can help the troopers out. All right. Let's see. I wanted to call. All right, the people up here. Just the people up here. I'm money. Officer Gana, present thyself in thy registry. Get some of that. Sorry. Yasha, present thyself in thy registry. First thing, Yasha, but send him out. There you go.
Yasha, Bangad, Banyashala.
Yasha, Bangad, Banyashala.
Yahabashim Yashabakadam.
Yahabashim Yashabakadam.
Yahabashim Yashabakadam. Yashabi. Okay, we're in the book of Leviticus. We're in chapter 23, and we're in verse 15. We're reading 15 through 21. We're going to read this in the Hebrew and then in the English. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. What's a parathum lakam makara'af hashabaf ma hashabaf like a mayawam habayayakam af imar hatanawapa shabai shabathwa tamayamath tamahayana. Verse 16. I makara'af hashabaf hashabayaif the saparwa kamashyam yawam waha korabtham manakha chadak kadasha la Yahweh. Verse 17. Ma shabath yakam yawa lakam thanawapa shathayam shanya asharayam salah thahaya yana chamataza tha'ayana baka warium la Yahweh. Verse 18. Waha korabtham slakin al lakam shaba'ait kabashyam thamayamam bunya shana wasapar wapar bun bakwar achad wa'aholium wa'ayalam slakin shanyam Yahweh Ayla Yahaya Ayla La Yahweh wa manakha af ka'atham wa nasakya yaham asha wa yak na yaka'a wa la Yahweh. Verse 19. Wa aisha yatham sha'ayar azayam chad la ka'ata af wa shanya kabashyam banya shana Lazabat, Shalomyam, verse 20. Wahanaya, Hakahan, Atham, Al, Lakam, Habakawarium, Thanawapa, Lapanya, Lehawa, Alshanya, Kabashan, Kodash, Yahayawa, La Yahawa, Lahahan, verse 21. Wakwarath, Wakwaratham, Ba'aitazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Makwara Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, call, Malakath, Ibada, La'a, Ta'aishawa, Chakwa, Iwalam, Bakal, Mawashabath Yakam, Ladarath Yakam, and that's it. All right. We're going to be reading Leviticus chapter 23, 15 through 21 in the English.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete.
Okay, so that's the only feast day that you actually have to count. You have to count 7 Sabbaths in a day, so it's like 50 days. Keep going.
Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 weave loaves of 10 tenths, 2 tenths deal. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
Okay.
Verse 18. Ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, and an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest. Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day, that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings, throughout your generations.
Okay, so it should be a statute forever, okay? And you shall keep those, and you shall do no servile work, okay? On those days, okay? All right? Let me see. We just read. Okay? Just the people up here. Ay, Mario. Mayaka Allah, present thyself in thy registry. Right there.
How about you, y'all?
Wait a minute. Your registry. Mayaka Allah, go ahead.
Mayaka Allah, Bangat, Bayasha Allah.
Mayaka Allah, Bangat, Bangasha Allah.
Yahabashim Yashabakam.
Yahaba Bashim Yashabakata. Shop. All right. We're going to be reading Leviticus chapter 23. We're going to be reading verses 22 through 28 in the Hebrew, and then we're going to read it in the English. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. Wabakatazar come. Kwatazayar. Ararataza come, La'ah, Thakala, Pa'ah, Shadaka, Bakwatazarka, Walakwat, Kwatazayarka, La'ah, the Lakwat, La'ainaya, Walagar, Tha'izad, Atham, Anya, Yahawa, Allah Yakam, verse 23. Waya Dabar, Yahweh al Mashallah Amar, verse 24. Dabar al Bunya Yasha'ala Lamar, Bachadash, Hashabayaya, Ba'achad, Lakadash, Yahaya Lakam, Shabbathwan, Zakarwan, Tharaiha, Makwara'a, Kwadash, verse 25. Call Mala'akaf, Ibadah, La'ath, Aishawab, Waha Korabtham, Aisha la Yahweh, verse 26. Wayadabar Yahweh al Mashal la Amar, verse 27. Ak ba Aisha war la Chadash Hashabayaya Hazah Yawam Kaparium Hawa'a, Makwara'a, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Wa'aina, Anyatham, Ah, Napash Yakam, Waha. Ka, La'av, Aishawam, Ba'aitazam, Hayawam, Hazar, Kaya, Yawam, Hakaparium, Hawa'a, Lakapar, Ayakam, Lapanya, Yahawa, Alayakam. And that's it. Okay, we're reading the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, 22 through 28 in the English.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22 through 28. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest.
Stop right there. Somebody tell me, why weren't you supposed to take everything? Like, why weren't you supposed to take everything that you harvest? Why were you to leave the corners? If something fell, you were to leave it. I know this sister knows. Somebody else. I know she knows. I'm coming. Somebody tell me, why couldn't I just grab everything that I harvested? Why did I have to leave the corners out? If something fell, remember this is about brotherhood. Why would I need to do that? All right, sister, go ahead and tell me. Go ahead, sister. Absolutely. So if a poor man was going in your field and he was getting out of the corners, like think of like a football field, he was taken from the corners or something fell. That was his. He could do that because the feast is the spirit of brotherhood. Okay, he could take it and eat it. Where is a precept when Yahweh and them were doing that? Anybody know the precept? Maybe not the exact scripture, but does anybody know when Yahweh and his disciples were practicing that? Anybody know? Okay, Yahweh and his disciples, when they were going to the field, what were they eating? And the Pharisees said that they were they were working on the Sabbath. Anybody remember? They were eating of corn. Remember? They were taking of the corn. And the Pharisees said, you're working on the Sabbath. And then Yahweh showed that, the Sabbath was made for man. But they were lawfully doing that. They could take of, if you were hungry. So if you were in somebody's field, you could lawfully take. Now, you couldn't get a basket. Now you're stealing. Get a whole basket and, I'm going to put all these grapes in here so I can make home my grape juice and my wine when I get home. Now you're stealing. But if you needed to take something because you're hungry, lawfully you could do that. So the Most High always had a way to feed the less fortunate or to feed the poor. That's what the feast is about, brotherhood. Keep going.
Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God. Verse 23. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, verse 24, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, and the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Verse 25, ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Okay, so this is the talk about this feast day, the memorial of blowing of trumpets. Okay? Can somebody tell me, I'm quizzing people all day. It's like this side's a little silent today. This side is killing it. Let's mix it up over there. What was the point of the memorial blowing of trumpets? Why did you blow the trumpets in Israel? What were the trumpets for? Somebody tell me. What was the purpose behind me blowing trumpets in Israel? I know Officer Corral probably knows. Yeah, Asha, go ahead.
Like war, groups and the trumpets. I mean, because I know they blew the trumpets in case they were called for war and they were called for.
Absolutely, to warn people, if there was somebody about to come into the camp, and it was to warn people. Okay, we warn people when we cry aloud, because this could also be translated as the day of shouting. Was it Isaiah 58? Cry aloud. Spare not, shouting, warning. We warn our people every week to come back to the Most High's law, statutes, commandments, crying out. But trumpets were also used. I see you. 1 second. The trumpets were also used to warn if somebody's about to come and attack the camp. Trumpets were also used for a feast day to let people know the feast days were coming. Okay, that's why it's a memorial blowing the trumpets. Go ahead, Yasha. Go ahead. So you can,
I was saying also for wartime too.
right. So the time of war to let people know, somebody might be harming or it's time to go to war. Also, the trumpets were used to move the camp. So certain trumpets. So if you were a tribe and you were on a certain side, the trumpets would be blown so that you and your people could move. Okay. So there was anybody know the precept? Because we got to do that precept. What's the precept of that? Okay, we might have to do some more Bible games. Also, around the precepts up. Okay, we'll look for that precept. All right, keep going.
Verse 26. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, verse 27, also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you. And ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 28. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
Okay, that's next Friday. Next Friday is the Day of Atonement, and it's next Friday, sunset to sunset. What are we to do next Friday? He is big, that thing that's flying. What are we to do next Friday? Somebody tell me. Officer Gana. Okay, we're supposed to... Go ahead, I'm sorry. Fast for 24 hours. We're not to eat or drink for 24 hours. We're to fast. This is really where the Muslims stole from us. Okay, as General Muhammad says, they're really just mentioning lunch. That's it. Okay, we're fasting for 24 hours. Okay, can somebody tell me the spirit behind fasting for 24 hours? What is that really letting you know you can do? Go ahead, Yasha. Okay, it's to make atonement. What is the spirit behind it? There is something behind the Day of Atonement. It's letting you know you're able to do something. Go ahead, sis. Okay, you're thinking. I know you know Officer Matazba. Go ahead, Officer Matazba.
So if you can afflict yourself with something that you absolutely need to live, that means that you can fight your demon. Whatever vice that you had, whether it's smoking, drugs, you can fight all of that if you can actually stop yourself from eating for 24 hours.
Excellent. Give Officer Matazba a hand. If you can go without food and drink, which all of us need, okay, for 24 hours, okay? I mean, that's something we all need. Everybody, some people, when they miss a meal, they're angry, okay? Well, if you can go 24 hours, that's letting you know you can fight your demons, your other demons. Because food and water is essential, okay? I don't think you can go, 3 days up sometimes without water? Right. I mean, you have, so if you can go without that, then you can fight the other demons that you have, the other urges, and you can go without, using drugs. You can go without, doing other types of things that you shouldn't be doing. Excellent. Keep going.
Verse 29. For whoso...
We already read verse 28? You read verse 28?
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Excellent. All right.
Salakia.
Oh, good.
From what General Muhammad teach too, is also a blessing behind this fast. You know what I mean? It's not for you to go tell somebody that you fast. Recall from a class what he taught us. He said that if you fast and you go tell somebody, yeah, I fast for 24 hours, and this is kind of like what the Sadducees and the Pharisees used to do, that was your blessing. That you got notification, that you got gratification from somebody that you told that you went through this for 24 hours. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Excellent point.
It's for nobody to know. It's just for you to do.
Excellent word, Officer. All right, just the people up here. Imadium. Officer Gannett, can you help Brandon when he comes up for this salute? Brandon, present thyself in thy register. If you have some food, Brandon, you can go ahead and cover it. Make sure that's covered up. Okay. Well, first since he's in Amadi. Mm-hmm. No, just Amadi. Make sure it's in. There we go.
Yeah, Sean.
Brandon Ban Yahweh Ban Yashab.
Brandon. Bun Yahweh, Bun Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahshua Barakatah. Thank you, officer. Your shop, you just need to sit. Okay, we're now going to be reading Leviticus chapter 23, and then we're going to read 29 through 35 in the Hebrew. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. Kaya call hanapash ashar la'a ta'ayna ba'aitasa hayawam azah wana karata ba'ain yaha. Verse 30. Wakal hanapash ashar ta'aisha call malaka ba'aitazam hayawam hazah waha abadafya hanapash ha hawa'a makwarab aimaha. Verse 31. Call malaka la'af ta'aishawa kakwaf Iwalam la darath yakum bakal mashabath yakum. Verse 32. Shabath one hayawa lakum wa'aina yatum napashath yakum yakum bathasha aiha lakadash ba'irab adirab the shabath come. Verse 33. Waya the bar Yahweh al Mashallah Amar. Verse 34. The bar al Bun Yasha'Allah Amar Bakam Masha Aishara Yawam Lakadash Hashabayaya Hazachah Hasakawaf Shaba'ait Yum La Yahweh. Verse 35. Wayawam Hara'ashwan Makura'ah Kodash Kal Malakaf Ibadah La'af Aishawav. And that's it. Okay, we're going to be reading Leviticus chapter 23, 29 through 35 in the Hebrew.
Verse 29.
Say the chapter first.
Leviticus chapter 23, starting at verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
Okay, so if you're going to go ahead and not afflict your soul, you're going to be, that means you're showing that you're not going to fight those demons. And that's why you're going to be cut off, because you're going to give in. You're going to be cut off. I'm not going to fight these demons. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
All right, you're not supposed to do any type of work on that day. Okay? Does anybody know, let's do a little history lesson. What was, because really it could be translated Day of Atonement. Does anybody know what was happening on that day of atonement? On that day? I think the precepts in Leviticus 16. I'll give you a hint. Aaron was doing something that day. What did Aaron have to do? Right, we got to get some history lessons here. Anybody remember? It's in Leviticus 16. This was going on. I know Officer Matazabah knows. What was going on the Day of Atonement? What did Aaron have to do? You want to take Officer Matazabah? What was your name? Give me one more time, sis. Miss Dia? Oh, go ahead, Dia. One more time, okay? Not quite. I think you're thinking about it, but you're not quite. Go ahead, Officer Matazabah.
They didn't take the mighty man and they took two goats, they laid their hands on it, confessed all the sins of Israel on it. And he had to take their goat.
He had to take the goat. So one goat. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. One goat was for the Lord. The other goat was what they would call the scapegoat. And Aaron had to go in and make atonement for his family. Then he had to make atonement for all of Israel. That all happened that day. Okay, while Aaron was in there, then that was going on. So he had to make atonement for his family. Then he had to make atonement for all Israel. Then he had to take, after doing all of that, he had to confess the sins on the one goat, and he had to send the goat all the way into the wilderness. He had to send a mighty man to do that. Okay? That precept is in Leviticus 16. It's very detailed of what was going on the Day of Atonement. Okay? It's very detailed. And the Most High said, on this day will your sins be forgiven. That was on, and during the time of Moses and the children of Israel. All right? Okay?
Hey,
go ahead. Shaquat. Shaquat. Or if you want to say listen, you say Shema. Okay. All right. We're on
31.
verse 31. Go ahead, Salaki.
Verse 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. From even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath.
Okay, so even that's why we start from Friday sunset and go all the way from Saturday sunset next week. Okay, so at sundown, you are not to eat, all the way to Saturday sundown, and so there's 24 hours. This is where you get it from. Okay, keep going.
Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month. Oh, verse 33. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35, on the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Okay, so the Feast of Tabernacles is about 5 days after the Day of Atonement. I think the Day of Atonement's on the 11th. I think the Feast of Tabernacles starts somewhere around the 16th. Okay? And that is not next week, but that's the week after next. Does anybody remember why we celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles? We're gonna start giving stickers to people that's coming to service ready. Does anybody know why we keep the Feast of Tabernacles? Next, on the Day of Atonement, while everybody's hungry, I'm gonna bring stickers so people get it right. Okay? Anybody remember? What does the Feast of Tabernacles commemorate? I'll give you a hint. Think about the tents that we were in Israel, the tents. Does that give anybody a clue? Okay. I see you thinking, sis. You look like you're thinking it's there. I can tell it's there. Not necessarily. Okay, you're thinking. We gonna say something, sis? Look like y'all thinking over here. Okay. All right, so the Feast of Tabernacles commemorated us wandering in the wilderness. Remember, we didn't have a home. We dwelt in tents. And who was dwelling with us and had their own tent? Remember who was dwelling with us? And we follow. Who did we follow? Pillar of cloud by day, pillar of fire by night.
Was it like the covenant where the priests would be in the tent? Only priests were allowed in the tent, and they were led by fire.
Okay, it was the Most High. Remember, he was dwelling. Remember, the Most High had his own tent. It was a symbol of him, leading us by day and by night. We were wandering in the wilderness. That's the Feast of Tabernacles commemorates of us wandering and following them. The pillar of cloud by day, and the pillar of the cloud by day, and the fire by night. Okay, because we had no home. Okay, and so the Most High dwelt there with us. Okay, all right. Did we read everything?
Yeah, we read down to 35.
Through to 35? Oh, excellent. All right, let's get our last priest up here. Miss Maya, make sure you cover your food. Get ready, come up. Cover your food up. All right, just people up here. I'm money.
Ma'ikala, Bangat, Banyashala.
Maya Kala, Banya, Shala.
Yahabashim Yashab Rakatham.
Abba Shimon Shabakata. Yeshabian. All right. We're just going to go ahead and finish it off. We're in Leviticus chapter 23, we're going to read verses 36 through 40. Actually, we're going to just read, go all the way to 44. Oh, no, we'll just read, actually, we'll read 36. We'll read through 42. Actually, we'll read all of it through 44. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 36 in the Hebrew. Shabbat yum yum takorab yawa asha la Yahweh ba yawam. Hashama yanya makora'a kodash yahaya lakam waha korabtham asha la Yahweh atazarah hawa'a call malakat ibada la'a ta'ishawa. Verse 37. Allah mawa'idya Yahweh ashar takorawa atham makoraya kodash laha koraya asha la Yahweh I wa manakha zabak wana sakyam dabar yawam ba yawamwa. Leviticus chapter 23 verse 38. Malabad shabbat shabbathaf Yahweh ma wa malabad mathunwa mathunwa waf yakam slakin wa malabad call nadar yakam wa malabad call nadab slakin nadab waf yakam ashar Thunwa la Yahweh. Verse 39. Wakam Masha Ishar Yawam Wakadash Thaba Af Haratasa Kagwa Chag Yahweh Shabbat Yum Yum. Wakadash Hashbayaya Chagwa Athwa. Verse 42. Basakaf the Shabwa Shabbat Yum Yum call Ha'azarak Yasha'ala Yashabwa Basakaf. Verse 43. Lama'ain Yada'aiwa Darath Yakam Kaya Basakawaf Hawa Shabbathya Bunya Yasha'ala Baha Wataza Ya'aya Awaf Awatham Ba'aratiza Matazayam Anya Yahweh Allah Yakam. Verse 44. Where you debar Mashah Ma'aya Yahweh Bunya Yasha'ala. And that's it. All right, we're going to be reading Leviticus chapter 23, 36 through 44. We're going to finish it off. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 36.
Go ahead.
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you. And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Verse 38. Beside his Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord.
You notice how people are bringing stuff to the feast? This is why it's talking about brotherhood. Like, people are bringing stuff, and they're bringing stuff, and they're sharing. That's why it's the spirit behind the feast are brotherhood. They're sharing amongst each other. Keep going. Verse 39.
Also, in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord. 7 days on the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40, and ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of the thick trees, and willows of the brook. And ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days.
So the feast is a time where you're actually supposed to rejoice. Okay, that's why people are enjoying a good meal, brotherhood. You're actually supposed to rejoice at this time. Not a time you're supposed to be mean and nasty to each other. Okay? It's a time you're supposed to rejoice and be in that spirit of brotherhood. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 42, ye shall dwell in booths 7 days.
Are we in 40? Are we in 40? Did we read 41?
Oh, Slakia.
41.
Slakia. Verse 41, and ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42, ye shall dwell in the booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in the booths. When I brought them out of the land of Egypt, I am your Lord, your God.
So that's why that's why they were dwelling in booths, because it was a reminder that Israel dwelt in tents when they were going into the land of Canaan. They were wandering in the wilderness, okay? They wandered 40 years. So that's why they dwelled in booths as a reminder. The feast is like a history lesson, okay, of your of your identity. It goes through the history. Okay, so that's why you are to teach your children about the feast, because it gives them a history lesson. When we came out of slavery, when we came out of Egypt. Keep going.
Verse 44, and Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
Excellent. Okay, so go ahead, Officer Corral, you want to say something?
No, I want to say, and also too, every Monday, Commander General Yohana got a podcast called Black Watch. So when you say we were people that were meant to dwell in booths because we had to get up and move sometimes. We moved. You know what I mean? And Commanding General Yohana talked about us with this escalation over in the Middle East. That remember that we are people that dwell in booths. So you should be, have yourself prepared for a time that you might have to dwell in a booth.
Excellent. Good. Excellent point, Officer Corral. And I just want to go. That's like you.
That was it.
I just want to go over the precept of the Feast of Trumpets, where you could find this precept. Officer Corral, I want you to pull this. Let's go to Numbers 10 real quick. Numbers 10. I'm at Officer Corral, read that. This is the memorial blowing of trumpets. This is a precept, because you want to know, the why. And all right, Numbers 10. Go ahead, Officer Corral, when you're ready.
Numbers 10 and what?
10 in chapter 10, verse 1. We'll read 1 through 10.
Okay. Numbers chapter 10, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, make thee 2 trumpets of silver, and of whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly.
Okay, so the trumpets were used to call Israel together. Calling of the assembly. Okay? So, a feast day. You would hear the trumpets because the people would have to gather together. You got to think, people in the wilderness, they didn't have microphones back then. Testing, everybody get together. They didn't have that. Mic check. They didn't have that. They would hear the trumpets from, a distance out. So they knew they were being called and gathered together. Keep going.
And for the journeying of camps. Okay. Verse 3.
So, that's the calling together. They didn't have the text message. They didn't have Facebook like, yo, meet me in the center of the field. Okay, the trumpets would call people together. Keep going.
Verse 3. And when they shall blow them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Keep going.
Verse 4. And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee.
Okay, so each trumpet had a signal. Okay, one trumpet meant something. Keep going.
Verse 5. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east part shall go forward.
And this is really talking about like how the armies would move. Okay? So when people in Israel, the armies would actually go ahead of the camps. Okay, that's how they're moving. Keep going.
Verse 6, when ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take the journey.
Okay, good. Keep going. Slack it.
They shall blow an alarm for their journeys.
Okay, so this was to keep order. See, the trumpets were to keep order on how the camps were moving. Okay, you didn't want everybody to be like, it wasn't like, everybody go. People just crowding around running into each other. The trumpets were signals of what camps would get up and move, or what tribes would move, and what direction. Keep going.
But when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm.
Okay, so I wanted the congregation to gather together, okay, to hear, okay, then they would do that. Keep going.
Verse 8, and the sons of Aaron, the prince, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations.
I have a question. Okay, this is somebody that I know is really paying attention. Okay, get ready. Let me see who's really paying attention. Somebody answer this question for me. Okay? Historically, now, I wasn't, well, we probably were, I just can't remember. But historically, if the congregation was gathered together on a feast day, and you had somebody like a Moses speaking, how would somebody all the way in the back hear him? Can somebody tell me what was going on during the gathering together of people? How would everybody learn all at once? I mean, if let's just say Captain Sapari, it's like a football field filled with, let's say it's 5,000 officers. Captain Sapari has no microphone. He's talking up front. How would the man in the back know what Captain Sapari is teaching? Somebody help me out. And there is a precept that will give you a clue. I'm going to see if somebody knows the book, too. Go ahead. I'm going to see who's paying attention. Go ahead. Okay. Man, give her a hand. That sister got it. Excellent. Okay, excellent. That is actually correct. So Captain Sapari be speaking. It's 1,000 brothers out there. The brother in the back ain't gonna be like, what did Captain? I can't. There will be other brothers reiterating what Captain Sapari would be saying. Does anybody know the book that would back that up? Actually, it might be 2 books. Anybody know? Okay. It's in the book of Ezra and Nehemiah. When Ezra and Nehemiah were gathering the people together, it said the priests and the Levites were spread throughout, teaching the people the way of that feast day. So they'd be scattered. So that's how people would learn. Okay? So that means all you officers would be spread out talking to the people. Okay? All right? Excellent. I'll keep going. Officer Karusselak, I think we got 2 more scriptures.
Verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpet, and ye shall be remembered before the Most High your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. Verse 10. Also, in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginning of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offering, and over the sacrifice of your peace offering, that they may be to you. Salaki.
Good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you good. That they may be to you for a memorial before your God. I am the Lord your God.
Okay, so that's the memorial blowing the trumpets. Gathering together of the people, and we should be in the spirit of brotherhood. All right, any questions about that? Questions, comments, concerns? All right, we'll have a pop quiz on the Day of Atonement. Okay, I'll bring stickers out. All right, people that are paying attention in class. All right, if not, I'll just, we'll just have to call on people some more to get them really, into it. All right, just the people up here. Ay, Mario. Go ahead and blow that horn for the slackers. All right.
La Yasha Allah.
Go ahead and pull the horn again. All right. Men of Israel. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Bashem Yashabrak, yeah!
Yahweh Hashem Yahshabrak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshabrak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshabrak Yah.
That's 12. 12. Yeah, we saw it. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Right. Maya. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Yeah. Excellent. All right, let's uncover the scroll. Oh, good Lord. Man, messing up this poor thing. All right. Just leave it alone. He can hold the things to him. Actually might make it look better. Oh, Slacky. Go ahead and blow that. Go ahead and blow that. It's on you, Officer Corral.
Saw, which means turn.
Nope, you gotta get them.
Salat.
Amadi, Wapanya.
Amadi and Wat Penya Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east. Saw. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak Wafka.
Malak Wafka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Retazayaka.
Retazayaka.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Awa.
Awa.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Ashemayim.
Ashemayim.
Natan.
Lathan.
Salat. Latan Lanaw.
Lathan Lanaw.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak now.
Wasalak now.
Kabawak now.
Kabawak now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabawak ya now.
Kabawak now.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Taba'aya now.
Taba'aya now.
Wanasaya wam.
Wanasaya wam.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashaya now.
Hawashaya now.
Ayan.
Bayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Kamalakwa.
Kamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Waha'tapa'ara.
Waha'tapa'ara.
Lawa. La'awalamyam.
La'awalamyam.
Aman.
Aman in the English. Our Father. which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Saw, which means to turn. This concludes the service. Go ahead and blow the horn. Sisters, Yeshavium, please take a seat.
And in Israel, we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Saw, which means turn. And in Israel, Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yayamatap. Saw, which means turn. Sisters, Amadium. Men of Israel, we're going to give his sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak,
Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Yayamatap, class dismissed.